welcome to BYU-Idaho's application livestream. We are so excited to be here with all of you tonight to present to you the new BYU-Idaho Fall 2023 application. But before we get started, we want to tell you about a drawing for some BYU-Idaho sweatshirts. If you can send us an email and let us know that you started your application within the next 24 hours, include your name and mailing address in the email, and let us know in the subject line that it's for the live stream, you might just win a BYU-Idaho sweatshirt.
Okay, and guys, you don't want to miss out on these sweatshirts. They're cool.
Yeah, and they're warm.
Everyone has them.
Right?
Great for like PJs, you're set, we're around town. Solid. All right, my name is Jetta Goff. I've been working in the admissions office for 3.5 years. Oh no, pretty long time. Anyways, I have 2 semesters left here at BYU-Idaho. I'm pursuing a degree in English education. I hope you enjoy BYU-Idaho as much as I have.
Thanks, Jetta. And my name is Fiona Schaefer. I've been working in the admissions office for about 1 year now, and I'm studying Spanish education. I love BYU-Idaho, so I'm really excited that we get to be here with you tonight and share with you guys about the new application.
All right, so as we go through the application tonight, if you guys have any questions at all, we have the best admission staff working the live chat right now. And when I say the best, it's the best.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, hop onto that live chat, ask your question, and then you'll get an answer back from them, okay? So recently, we've made some changes to the application. Not too big of changes, but enough that we want to update you guys on them and kind of go a little more detail on how to navigate this new application.
All right, so let's get started. We have 2 main things that we need to do first before we can start that application, and Jetta is going to explain that to you.
All right, guess I'm going to explain that. So before we start that application, like Fiona was saying, we have 2 things we need to do. 2 things, guys, so stay with me. All right, you're going to need to connect your church account to your membership record number. So if you're a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you may be familiar with this, and if you're not, don't be scared. We're here to help you navigate how to do this. We have this fun little video that's going to explain how to connect your church account to your membership record number, if it's not already is.
When logging in to the BYU-Idaho application, you will need to use your church account that is tied to your membership record number, or MRN. To confirm that your membership record number is attached to your church account, follow these steps. Navigate to account.churchofjesuschrist.org/membership. Sign in with your church account information. If you don't know your church account login information, please select the I forgot my username and password link on this page, or refer to our video on how your parents can help you recover your church account login information. If the membership record number is displayed on the page, then this account is connected to a church record. If there is no membership record number, you can try to enter in your member number along with your birth date. Your membership record number can be found on your temple recommend or by asking your ward clerk. If you receive a message that the MRN is already connected to another account, or you're still having difficulty accessing the church account connected to your MRN, please contact the Global Service Center for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to recover the username connected to your MRN. They can be reached by calling 855-537-4357. If you have any questions, please contact the BYU-Idaho Admissions Office by calling 208-496-1300 or by emailing admissions@byui.edu.
Man, what a fun video. Love the whistling, everything about it. So I hope you loved it. That being said, it was very informational. You guys can always refer back to this video. It is going to be available after this live stream. So we have connected our church account to our membership record number. So there's one more thing we got to do. And that is that we've got to connect our church account to our BYU account. Don't be alarmed. I know this is not BYU. We are BYU-Idaho. But part of the process is connecting your church account to your BYU account. So we have another fun video. Don't worry, it has whistling in it too, so you can enjoy it. That's going to explain on how to do that.
Part of the process of applying to BYU-Idaho is creating a BYU user account for the application. BYU oversees all the application data for the church schools. Therefore, a BYU user account is necessary to apply to BYU-Idaho. Please follow these steps to create your BYU user account for the BYU-Idaho application. Navigate to the BYU-Idaho application help page at byui.edu/apply to access the login page of the application. Sign in with your church account information. If you don't know your church account login information, please select the I forgot my username and password link on this page, or refer to our video on how your parents can help you recover your church account login information. When you sign in to the application from the login screen using your church account, you will land right in the application if your church account is already tied to a BYU user account. If not, you will be directed to either attach it to an existing BYU user account or create a new BYU user account. If you don't have a BYU user account, please select the option on the bottom of the list of scenarios. This is where you will begin to create your BYU user account. When you create a BYU user account, you will need to add your personal information, including an email address that is not your school email. Follow the prompts to verify your email address, and then create a BYU Net ID and password. When you have completed the BYU user account creation process, navigate back to the BYU-Idaho application help page at byui.edu/apply to access the application. If you have any questions, please contact the BYU-Idaho Admissions Office by calling 208-496-1300 or by emailing admissions@byui.edu.
Another great video. Could watch it 10 more times.
And you guys can actually.
Yeah, it's going to be available. So go ahead and look at that again if you have any other questions. But we've done the two things that we need to do before we start the application. So once we get to this spot, we need to exit out of the tab that we're using. We're going to jump back in, and we're going to be using Google Chrome. You might be wondering why. I don't know why. But it runs better with the application if you're using Google Chrome. So be sure to use, what was it?
Google Chrome, I think?
Yeah, Google
Yes.
Chrome. So you're using Google Chrome, and then you're going to search byui.edu/admissions/apply. And then you're going to select the button that says Apply Now. And it's going to take you to this page. And you're going to log in with your church account information. And you're like, what is that? That's what we just covered. So you have all that information, and you're going to log in with that, and you're in the application ready to get started, huh?
Yep. And now that we're in the application, just make sure you're using Google Chrome. We can't emphasize that enough.
Wait, what do we use?
Google Chrome.
Yes.
And if you call us for help, we're going to tell you that too. Now that we're in the application, we're going to go over the 4 main sections of the application: school selection, profile, academics, and status. Now, each section has subcategories with different questions. Just make sure that you answer each of the questions to the best of your ability, because it will determine the rest of your application. We're going to start with school selection. In this section is where you're going to finalize some personal information and connecting your church account. Once you've done that, click BYU-Idaho, not BYU, because again, you're applying to BYU-Idaho.
My favorite school ever. So, wait, so Fiona, let me just reiterate this. Are you saying that when we're applying, we should read every single question thoroughly?
Yes, it's so important. We get so many calls every day with folks who have questions, and if you read the questions and the answers that it populates thoroughly, you can't mess up. It'll be super easy.
We'll be golden. All right, so one of the sections in the application is the profile section. This section has 8 subcategories. Don't be alarmed. Easy peasy. We're here to help. And one of those sections within profile is going to be the educational summary. And this is going to ask you a couple questions on what kind of applicant you're going to be in your educational history. Most of you are still going to be in high school, and you're going to be applying as a new freshman without any previous college credits. So you're going to select that button, and then there's another section within profile, and it's going to be the semester section. And if you're wanting to come to fall, you're going to select fall, the fall semester. That's the semester you're going to come to if that's what you want. So just be very thorough in reading that, and you'll be set. And the next little section underneath it right here is going to be where you select your major. I know, many of you may not know what you want to study. That's totally okay. I was in that boat. Fiona was in that boat. We've all been in that boat. So if you don't know what you want to study, you're trying to get a feel, just select freshman focus or undecided. And then later on, once you figure out what you want to do, you can always change your major. There's a lot of people here on campus ready to help you do that. Very easy process. I know, I've been through it 4 times. I finally think I got the major I want, so.
Same here. I've changed it 3 times and I'm finally happy with what I'm studying. So no stress. There are so many people here to help you guys.
3rd time's a charm.
Exactly, right? Now moving on to the next section here, we're going to be talking about academics. In this section, you're going to talk a little bit about your educational history. If you've done any AP credits or dual enrollment, it's going to be really important that you let us know about that in your application. And you'll need to send us a transcript from the source of those credits. If you're unsure or unfamiliar with how to do that, it's okay. We have some directions in the college and university section of the application. Just follow the steps listed here and you can't fail. But if you do need help, please give us a call. Now, after this section where we talk about transcripts and your educational history, we have a section called recommendations. One important part of the recommendation process is your ecclesiastical endorsement. Now, this is where you're going to let us know about your commitment to live the honor code at BYU-Idaho. And this will include 1 interview with your bishop and 1 interview with your stake president. Now, if you begin the endorsement process on the application, this button is going to say Begin Endorsement. Make sure you click that. Follow all the steps. After that, call your bishop's secretary, set an appointment, and then call the stake president's secretary and set an appointment to meet with them, because you must make those appointments. It's not automatically done in the computer system. After you've had your appointments with them, it's going to go through the system, and you're going to see a checkbox on the next page, which Jetta is going to explain to us.
That's my cue. All right, so this last section, you're going to love seeing this. It's going to be your best friend throughout the application process. And you'll be our best friend if you use this. So anyways, this status page is going to tell you what you've completed and what you haven't completed. So it gives you a pretty good gauge on where you're at with your application. You can always refer to this, and it's going to show you the things you need to work on and the things you're sitting pretty with. And then once you have completed every section of the application, you're going to have all completed on the application, and there's going to be a button either on the top of the status page or the bottom of the status page. And this button, it says Submit Application. I'm just going to say that one more time. Submit Application. You know how many times we've gotten a couple calls and they're like, I just finished my application a couple weeks ago. I haven't heard anything back. So then we pull it up and we look at it, and they were right. They had completed their application, but they didn't submit the application. And that's why that button is there. So be sure to press that button, and then a couple weeks shortly after, you're going to get a decision. It will be sent through an email, and if you aren't the best at looking at emails, just get good at that. Or you can always check your status page, and on the status page, it will say View Decision. And you can click on that little button that says View Decision, and it's going to give you your decision of the application.
Yeah, just make sure you click that button, guys. Well, that's everything that we have to share with you tonight. We are so glad that you could join us. Please don't get discouraged during this application process. We are here to help you guys. Our contact info is on the screen here. Give us a call or email us, or if you're local, come on into the office. We would love to help you guys with your application.
Wait, there's more. The sweatshirts.
We can't forget about the sweatshirts.
The really cool sweatshirts that everybody wears. Anyway, so be sure to start your application within the next 24 hours. And then send an email to admissions@byui.edu. Have the title of this email be live stream, and then put in your name and your mailing address. And you may be one of the lucky winners selected to win a BYU-Idaho sweatshirt. Anyways, thanks for joining us tonight to learn more about the application. Hopefully this was helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a good night.
Thanks, everyone.